He plays Roy. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I mean, as the meta develops, this goes for most fighting games. As the meta develops, it usually starts off as very defensive or all-round oriented, and then it goes to more like whip punish, hit confirm / like aggressiveness, which is what we're seeing right now. So now we've got, I think we've got Jair versus.
We're seeing a Ronald and Anarch Zero.
Okay,
here, right?
I really thought Ronald was going to be the anchor, but I guess he's going first.
At least try and start things off like super strong if he's going to play that like really high reward patience game that Ronald is so good at with Roy. On the other side, at least, the team name being Low Tier Gods, which consists of Tony's Yoshi, which that's already debated. Anarch Zero's Meta Knight and NC's Bowser Jr. Which
Yoshi is simply underplayed.
Yeah. All right, trying to get some really strong conversion started. Meta Knight, Roy, I mean, there's a bit of things that Meta Knight can work with, but it's mostly just the neutral that's such an insane pain because you have to play so absurdly careful, and one chance for Roy to land a hit on you is going to be absolutely rough. Meta Knight is not great at getting off the ledge either.
Options are a bit slow and slightly predictable. I would say, I mean, Roy in general, his sword probably outranges Meta Knight's, right?
Yeah, on
average.
it's about the same, but
I look at the down tilt range.
Yeah, the reward that Roy is going to get off of the range that is relatively equal to Meta Knight's is way larger. Ooh, trying to set up for something off with that Jair B right there. Oh, okay. Getting in with the Condor dive. Good setup for Anarch Zero.
I see him. I see you. Yeah, definitely the dynamic you were just talking about. Honestly, I can't argue with that. It's more so just, I suppose you can try and bait out what we've seen Anarch Zero do so far, trying to use his multiple jumps to bait out some sort of option from Ronald, but the thing is, Ronald's a patient player, so that, you know, baiting on him doesn't exactly, I don't know. I don't want to say it doesn't work, but it's not as effective as you would think.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Anarch has a lot to build back up here, especially losing all of his jumps. His options are pretty limited. Yeah, that's kind of the only mix-up that Meta Knight is going to have right off of the ledge, and even then, character with really good speed like Roy, he can sort of easily option select it, and now Anarch has to resort to using these more wily offensive options like doing Drill Rush in neutral and then trying to do Drill Rush again to choose an edge guard to try and get a stack up here, but unfortunately missing that second one and getting a huge punish with that F tilt there, going to be one stock away from having to send in his next teammate.
Right. Tries to go for the ledge, gonna eat. Okay. Looking like 3 fairs. It was only end up 2. Nice ladder here. Okay, falls out of it, goes up with another up tilt. Trying to find some damage here. Man, that falling up here by Roy is so good. Ronald loves to land with that, and honestly, it's one of the best landing tools in the game. Look at that. 20%. One interaction.
Really good bait off that wave land there from Ronald too.
Yeah, if Ronald can sniff out a roll in or a roll out. Ooh, nice dimensional cape. All right, the gimmicks are kind of paying off now. He has a lot of working to do, though. He's got a lot of mileage to cover.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's at least extremely good progress that if you lose like this, then you took 2 stocks, so you kept things close for your next player to come in and clean up shop before the momentum starts carrying from the other team.
See, because that's pretty good, right? Because it was I don't want to say it was close, but he took 2. Right,
yeah.
So I mean,
2's enough, right?
2's enough. It's still still early enough to call it anybody's game, or anybody's set, I should say. But,
yeah.
Ronald being first, I mean, I know more about him than the other 2, but I think that was a bit of a surprise to me. We'll see how it pans out. I think it might be Tilted next because he plays Roy, right?
Yeah.
I'd bet money on that.
So, NC is going to be coming up next, and I think this dynamic kind of makes the most sense. They put Ronald up first, and Ronald and Tony are actually the 2 who play each other the most often.
Oh, okay.
they regularly play each other. I think they play each other just like all the time. They know how each other work. While that can go in the favor of Tony, I think it's more often that Ronald gets the favor of him.
Right.
So they don't want to send in Tony against Ronald right now because Tony could easily like be in the face of Ronald on a momentum swing right now and could just take 2 stocks off of Tony.
Right.
So they wanna bring in NC to try and take out Ronald's last stock. Sending in the Roy against Roy here.
That'd be pretty. I think that's kind of funny. I mean, the familiarity of like the player. It's more like you're battling the player than the character, right?
Yes.
It's the mental advantage, or like the pre-reads, as I should say. You know, it's a little bit of like the, I don't know, offline bias. But here we go. Regardless, we got Roy already. Oh my goodness, trying to clean up a lot of. Man, 65% going to the bank immediately. Ronald just cleaning up here, trying to be as aggressive as possible. He only has 1 stock, so it's now or never anyways.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about Ronald's insane reward. He very, very reserved, but the amount of hits he lands in the reward he gets off of every single hit makes it feel like he's just playing Rushdown. But he's got so much reward off of every hit, making the most of Roy's insane damage output. 104 right now, but potentially a couple scramble situations away from NC closing things out.
Ooh, nice bait. Oh, interesting trade there. That was very strange. I mean, yeah, as you said before. Oh, the turnaround. Okay, nice DI. He's going to get backstage. Oh, no, the fair is going to close it out. Damn, that was strange. That was a weird setup.
I like the idea of using the cart spin right there. I was actually thinking that it would have killed earlier because that move was specifically buffed to be stronger, the little crash.
Really?
But I guess it was still, I guess it still was a late hit, so it wouldn't have killed at like 110, which it didn't there, but.
What he did was kind of like a hitbox extension, if you think about it, right? Because you turn around and it more or less doubles the active frames.
Yeah.
So that was very smart. I mean, the knockback angle, if it is to be believed, he supposedly got hit before he turned around because he went right. But I don't know.
Yeah, it set up nicely for edge guard there for sure. And yeah, we're going in with another Roy here. You're right in saying that Tilted is going to be up next here. Send in another Roy player, and we're going to probably immediately see the difference of style here as he runs right into a Mecha Koopa to start out the match.
Good to be into taunt into getting hit as a true combo. Just trying to remind everyone. I like the way of landing on the platform there. Let's see if this different movement options. I don't really see Ronald do that too often. See, look, utilizing throws already, just trying to... Ooh, the extension with the down air and the up air. Oh, my goodness. What is going on? Yeah, I like this more aggressive playstyle personally a little bit more, but as you can see, it can get him into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, the difference already is that Tilted by comparison is way more, like, I guess, freeform in terms of execution with Roy's combos. Ronald is extremely clean in terms of his combo execution, but... Tilted wants to get as much as possible off of every single hit and do it in sort of a different way. Nothing that's absurdly guaranteed, but something more freeform, and that's why he emphasizes movement a bit more, but not able to get around that big hammer swing from Roy there.
Yeah, I would agree that this is obviously a more string-centered Roy player. I mean, you can play Roy like that. The risk goes up, but the reward also increases. But I mean, Ronald's punish game is just so. Oh my goodness! No way!
No jump on that either.
That was up air, down air. See, that's a string though, right? I mean, it's a tight one, but I'm sure that's you could. Ronald wouldn't be able to. He doesn't do that, you know. Oh wow! Yeah. Trying to read the roll in there.
Yeah, NC's already piling. The pressure's already piling on NC quite a bit after that extension right there. Has to try and keep it a bit more even. Wants one more stock to take potentially, but there's potentially maybe one more stock, maybe no chance there for.
Oh,
NC to close things out. 92%.
The reading rainbow coming out. Oh, up there.
No more jump, though.
Uh-oh. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think regardless, that Nair whiff still would have killed Tilted since he wouldn't have had the height to make it back with up B, but that up B certainly already dealt the end for Tilted's stock there.
Right.
Throwing away that stock, nice. But a backer to close it out.
There you go. That was a tricky game. There are a lot of new cards, I should say. Look at that. I want to say that up air, down air string was definitely the pivotal point of this match. Caught me off guard. I got crossed up. I want to hear in the chat, did you get crossed up by that? I got crossed up.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a possibility, but I would have thought, like, oh, a cleaner extension could have been done, but that's because I was thinking of a different player in my head, you know? I was thinking of someone else other than Tilted who really goes for that maximum reward. Abused the fact that NC did not have a jump there, cleanly taking out that stock, and now it is Tony's turn.
Tony time. All right, Tony time. Yoshi. What do you know? I don't know. So here's the thing, because Tony doesn't show up a lot, but he's a really good player. I don't know. Outside of Japan, I don't know of many good or just like notorious Yoshi players. This is where my matchup knowledge is a bit lacking. So, what do you have to say about this matchup? Because I mean, as a player, I don't really know Tony too much.
So, thing with again, Tony has a lot of experience against fighting Roy because he fights Ronald so often. So he knows, it is definitely a difference of playstyle that's going to potentially hurt Tony, but I think maybe it'll help a decent amount that he already knows Roy as a character a lot from having to fight him so often.
Right, how different can you possibly play a character, right?
Right.
It's like, do you know how to counter, I guess the question is, do you know how to counter Ronald, or do you know how to counter generally Roy, right? Like, general stuff versus like player-specific information.
Right. Yeah, he's already making good use of it, extending as far as possible. Tony is.
That's the second up smash you went for there.
Yeah. I mean, Tony is definitely like. He's at a point with Yoshi where you sort of start to see it with those extremely high-level Yoshis, where it's minimizing risk. Whereas most Yoshis starting out, they sort of swing for the fences because of these massive buttons, right?
Yeah.
But Tony measures his risks much better than most Yoshis at this level. He is very good at that. Again, that experience with advantage stating Roy, he knows what to do.
Right. I just don't know, like, what do you classify? Like, Tony's Yoshi is definitely a specimen, right? But, like, I don't know, how do you classify Yoshi? Like, what kind of character is he? You know, he's not a rushdown character. He's not necessarily a zoning character. He kind of does a lot of stuff, but he doesn't really fall into like
he's kind of an enigma, you know?
Right. It's like, I mean, you know, he doesn't have like the weird, like he has double jump armor, but this game isn't as fast as Melee, so he can't just be the really weird versatile speed tank that kind of just blasts you from nowhere. But I don't know, because this game's a bit slower, so that's the thing. I don't know. I can't really give it like a synopsis.
Right.
It seems to work.
It's hard to say when thinking about like how, like what kind of style Yoshi falls into. It really does feel like it's kind of his own thing. You know, you look at these types of play styles like Zoner or Rushdown or like Boxer, and then there's Yoshi. That's the play style. Yoshi. That's the Yoshi.
Right. Have you seen that? Have you seen that triangle graph? It's like Zoner and Zoner in one corner, Brawler, Projectile, or no, Zoner, Brawler, and then Grappler.
Yeah.
He doesn't fit on any axis.
He's kind of somewhere in the middle, right? He kind of does it all.
Right.
So, like. Probably less leaning into Grappler than any of those archetypes,
probably.
But that's just a way he can play. He can play very mix-up heavy with B-reverse, egg like that,
right there,
and projectile heavy with tossing eggs as camping tools, or just run in and box with you. So he can do a lot. But
I would, you know what? After thinking about it, I would probably classify him. If anything, I could probably solidly classify him. Nice up smash that is nearly unseeable. Once again, from Yamadafu, fantastic use of that. I would probably say Yoshi is like a juggle character because his up air. That's that's probably the best thing I can get because I wouldn't call Yoshi all-rounder. I wouldn't say that. I mean, would you?
I would think he falls under that. It's just his he doesn't meet the same extremes as a lot of other characters that fit that category, which is why it's so like odd. Characters that are really all-rounded in this game still have like these really big extremes, like Mario, for example.
Right.
But Yoshi has a bunch of good like everything, but not one category that's like overwhelmingly good. Right?
I'd say actually you could probably nail him as a defensive character because you can't shield poke him.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
That definitely is a habit that most Yoshis can justifiably fall back on, is that shield. And another character that can fall back on it just as easily, being Game & Watch. Mata's doing well so far. One stock up and pretty much only needing 2 stocks left to take it, but
whoa, that was funny.
Tony's got some work to prove. And 91 is at range for a couple options to kill at this point for Yoshi, especially against an extremely light character like Game & Watch, but Mata is trying to play as deceptive as possible.
Yeah, Yamadafu kind of playing safe. What's the setup? Yeah, Game & Watch can get back to that. That was some with the spyglass stuff. Going for Nair. Anything like, I don't know, maybe a downer even would probably kill at this point. I'm thinking he's probably going to go for the bicycle kick, though. That's the fastest option I think he has. But once again, Yamadafu showing his skill here, using this up B very liberally, trying to get out of sticky situations, doing a great job of it. Also fishing for down smash, presumably. Doing a great job so far in this game using forward air as a zoning tool.
I mean, the thing is like they aren't hitting. They aren't hitting each other very often, but Tony is really having a hard time trying to pick at Game & Watch. And every single time that Mata is able to land a hit, it's this like potentially massive reward. He did it, that was a trade, but it's a really big trade in his favor because he only needs 1 left. His damage is so high. Yeah, the armor can't break through all of that bacon, and it's 1 potential extension left. This is down smash percent right here.
Down smash percent. I think we're looking at back air territory if he keeps camping the left side of the screen here. Fishing for an up smash once again, just raw up smash in neutral. I would say it's borderline unseeable. It's got 2 frames. All right, here we go. Juggle City. 64%. Not bad. I don't know. I think at this point maybe what I call the Antique Roadshow, the have a seat, that might work too. See what he goes for. Oh, no.
Up smash barely not able to land, but wow. Yeah, I tried to be deceptive with the bombs there. It is extremely safe pressure. That's sort of what Mata has been keeping to this entire time, is just having extremely safe pressure sequences and playing exactly out of Yoshi's range. It seems he's done some homework here on how to go up against Yoshi.
The ranges, right, because he's staying out of the forward air range. There we go. Fantastic, closing it out. Yamadafu and his gang take the W.
It's good performance all around from that team, but not too bad a showing from the other